extremely proud of them. The 3 young people have come through Red Star School of Performing Arts. Some will continue, some will not, but they have been alums, and we're proud of them. And they have graciously, and their families too, have graciously agreed to be here with us tonight. And I have to say, it wasn't easy finding a night when they could all be here because they're so busy. That's very cool. Okay, so before we get started with introductions, I just want to introduce some people who are members of the staff of Bright Star, and this isn't all the staff, but the ones who are here tonight, and I want you to know, and some of them have helped us, everybody actually has helped us so much to get this together tonight. First of all, I'd like you to meet Jenny Peters. Jenny is our office manager. When you call, you will often speak with her, and also she instructs here some of the smallest children and tap, and some of the medium-sized children, and she'll be, well actually, it's kind of cool. She's a triple threat performer professionally, and she's a triple threat educator. So that's pretty cool. We're proud of you, Jenny. And next we have Liz Mancinelli. Liz is a pianist, organist par excellence, and we are very privileged to have her on our faculty. So if you study privately, you will probably be studying with Liz if you study piano. Also, Liz is part of our musical theater workshop program. All right, now, here we go. First of all, I'd like to introduce you to our 3 young guests. First, we have Matthew Marvin. Matthew will tell you much, much more about this, but he has appeared in Doubt with most people. How many of you have seen Doubt? Aha, so you saw Matthew. All right. Next we have Lorian Gish. And Lorian was in Revolutionary Road, the new movie. She'll tell you more about that, too. Okay, and next we have Frank Dolce. Frank spends some of his evenings on the Broadway stage putting on a dress in Billy Elliot. How many of you have seen Billy Elliot? Okay, great. I wonder if you know whether or not you saw Frank. You did? Okay, awesome. And Frank will tell you more about why it is he's not on every night, and we'll get to all of that in a little while. Okay, well, here we go. Oh, wait, the parents. And not only the parents, but a sibling. We were very fortunate that we have a sibling with us because she's going to give you a really interesting perspective. Her life changed with all of this. Probably overnight. All right, so how about we have the rest of the folks introduce themselves real briefly and say who you go with, please. Oh, are the mics on? You know what?
Okay.
Let's make sure when we speak, we use the mic, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm Alana. I'm Frank's sister. Yeah.
I'm Dolce, Frank's mom. I'm Ann Marvin, Matthew's mom.
Diane Battersby, Lorian Gish's mom.
And Dave Gish, Lawrence Dale.
All right, the way this is going to work is I'm going to ask them some questions. We'll hear each of them give their answer and move on to another question. And then hopefully there'll be time at the end for you to ask questions. We'll see how all this goes with the time. All right, here we go. And by the way, kids, if you want to step out of line and answer, that's fine. You don't have to keep going in this order all the time. Okay, first question is, tell us about your first professional job in show business.
Matthew, you want to start? Okay. My first real professional job in show business was Doubt, which we filmed in New York with Meryl Streep, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Amy Adams, and lots of other people. And that was my first real experience, and it was a lot of fun.
All right, maybe you'll tell us a little more about it later. Okay, Lauren, you want to go next?
Well, my first real professional job was Revolutionary Road, and it was really fun with Sam Mendes, Kate Winslet, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Kathy Bates. It was the best because everyone was taking me under their wing and helping me getting ready. And yeah, it was fun.
Well, I started out at paper mill, and my first thing I did professionally was A Wonderful Life there. But before that, I had done print work, but I don't know what you want to consider
That's
just
professional.
theater or.
Total.
And and then pretty like almost right after that, I was in doubt with Matthew.
Okay. And anything else that you did?
I'm in Billy Elliot right now. And just recently I shot a pilot for a television show, Sons of Tucson, which would be airing on Fox. We're still waiting to see the schedules and whatnot.
Great. All right. Here's another question. Were there any colleagues, kids or adults, in your cast or casts who especially took you under their wing, and how did that show itself or manifest itself?
I think in doubt, it may not show on the screen, but definitely while we weren't shooting, we were just like hanging around. I think Amy Adams was the nicest. She kind of took care of us all, and she was really nice. She was pretty awesome, and I think she was the most understanding of us kids.
Great, thanks.
Well, like I said before, all the cast members took me under their wing, but when the movie was filmed in Connecticut, and I wasn't familiar with the surroundings and what we had to do because it was my first movie, and basically everyone took me under their wing and said, okay, so we have to go to lunch here, and then we have to film this scene here, then this scene. And it was really nice of them to tell me that, and they understood me of what I wanted and what they wanted. So, yeah.
Thank you.
On doubt, yeah, I would definitely have to say Amy Adams. She was very nice and very playful and energetic, and we weren't necessarily with her all the time, but definitely the call sheets help a lot.
Okay. Want to tell us anything about your current situation?
What, Sons of Tucson?
Okay. Anybody who's really taking you under their wing?
Well, it's Sons of Tucson. There were a lot of people. I mean, they were all great to work with. And at Billy Elliot, there's a couple other boys my age, and the adults in the cast are all super nice, and they all, like all the adults, they try and sort of acknowledge when you're doing something really good. They'll give you high fives for that.
That's great. That's great. Thank you. Okay. Would you have been able to land that first job without a manager or agent? And do you know any child performers whose parents do all of the managing?
No, I don't think I would have been able to get a role in doubt without an agent or manager, without like professional acting training. So, and I don't know of any child actors that have parents that do all their managing. Yep.
an advantage, and I think that they really pushed me forward, and I wouldn't have been able to go to that spot if it wasn't for them.
Thank you.
Well, my first thing at the paper mill, I didn't use an agent or manager for that. But I have an agent now, and I don't have a manager, but I have my mom. She's definitely an original. Yeah, you know, she's very great. Always prints me out a schedule and color codes it and tells me everywhere I have to go, and it's great.
Terrific. Parents, this really isn't your time yet, but I just thought that maybe you'd like to interject something on this question. I don't know if you disagreed with your son or daughter, or if you wanted to enhance something they said.
I'm just going to add something in terms of the representation. A lot of the children in Billy Elliot right now actually went to an open call and didn't have an agent or a manager. A lot of them were dance students, and so the open call auditioned and showed them.
That's great to know. Thank you very much. All right, here's a doozy. When you are working, or when you were working, did you miss your friends? Did you miss school? And did you miss having a lot of free time?
Pretty much no covers it, because I think I thought working on Dad was like the time of my life. It was like so much fun, and so I didn't really miss my friends or having like free time to do nothing, because I was always like on to the next thing, and we were like, all right, let's do this, and let's go eat, and let's go change or something. You're always on to like the next exciting thing, and we were always like just hanging out on the set. And so I did not miss my friends or having free time. I definitely didn't miss school. But because it was so much fun to do it that it didn't even like cross my mind to be like, oh wait, where are my friends? Like it was all like right there, and I had like all my fun there. So
Great.
Pretty much with what Matthew said, but I want to add to that. My friends understand me, and they understand that I need this time to do something, and plus I need friends on the set, so it was really like a home away from home. And with my free time, I spend doing like practicing for acting, so it's pretty much like the same thing, but more fun.
Okay.
I would say I miss my friends, but, you know, like, best friends are, you know, forever. So, like, sometimes even if you run into that same person, you know, you still catch up and everything like that. But as I moved from different things, I met new people, and, you know, you get to know them. And then, you know, some of them who you were really close with, you are in contact after you leave. And, like, me and Matthew, you know, we've been, you know, we went to see Doubt when it opened, and we, you know, hook up sometimes. But you kind of get almost, it's like a whole different set of people when you move. But school I definitely miss sometimes having a format, because with the show schedule I'm in now, the hours for tutoring are sometimes different, or sometimes I have math assignments, but we only have the language arts tutor that day, and different things like that. And what was the other one? Friend school, what else?
Free time.
Yes, free time. I definitely miss. I have 1 day off with the schedule, so I try and jam everything into 1 day.
Okay. Are you getting enough education? And how does that work in your schedule?
Like when I was on the set,
Yes.
I am getting enough education, and I was then, because I would get the assignments from my teachers and bring everything I needed to the set, and then we would work with the tutors for a minimum of 3 hours a day, but sometimes we like crammed in a lot of hours and then like banked them. And so I was getting enough education, and it didn't really like affect my grades or the school. So I mean, I was getting all my work done, and I just did it on the set during our tutor time.
Okay.
Well, my filming was during the summer, and some of the rehearsals I missed school, but I learned them quickly, and my teachers took me under the wing again. And they also recommended this game, and it's from my Nintendo DS. It's Brain Age, and I played it with the people on the set, and they were like, all the adults were kids my age, so we were having fun asking people questions about what I learned. So it was like miniature school.
Very interesting.
It's different, the tutoring, depending on where you are, because when I was in California, some of the tutoring hours are different, but definitely overall just being tutored is different from normal school, because basically the production gives you the time that they have before you either have to go on stage or you're shooting, and whatever time you have to work with that. And on different days they'll rotate the tutors so you can get in all your subjects, but it's not like the tutor in my case we would get the assignments, and they would try and give me a little pre-lesson sort of on what that was before we just jumped right into the assignment, because we're not in a classroom with the basis of the lesson that the teacher's giving to everybody. So you have to sort of make that up.
Okay. All right. Now we're on to money. Does the money you earn have to go into a trust fund, or are you able to decide how to use it right now?
The money I earned on doubt goes into a trust fund, I think. I'm pretty sure it goes into a trust fund.
That's so funny.
We only put 15% in the trust fund, and then the rest somewhere else.
Okay.
The money I make on whatever job I've been doing. With Billy Elliot, I know right now, there's the Coogan law, where you have to put a 15% minimum into a trust fund, and you have access to that when you're 18. You don't have access to that right now. That's all in your parents' discretion. And but otherwise, sorry, brain fart.
Do you get to use your money now?
No, definitely not. Like with Billy Elliot, I set up a 401k for, when I'm retired and everything. But if you're into that stuff, start your 401k now.
Okay, good advice. Okay, do you want to be a professional performer for the rest of your life? Why or why not?
Definitely. And I mean, I would definitely want to be in this business for the rest of my life because it's so much fun. It's like and if I'm not, I guess, acting, I guess I would be, doing something else like the boss, or I'd be like the director or something. And like, I was just talking to someone today, and I was like, just about working, I guess, in the show business for the rest of my life. And I totally think that I will do it for the rest of my life because it's such a great experience. Like Dow was such a great experience, and like we like got to go there, and like it was just a lot of fun, and I think I want to do it for the rest of my life, definitely.
All right.
Absolutely, without a doubt, definitely yes. I'm getting warmed up. I just did a persuasive essay on this. Well, I like acting because whenever you're down in the dumps, you feel like you can be another character and like be someone else to help you in the mood that you're in and forget and like just be in a happier mood. And then basically it's my life. I don't know why, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's really just, yeah, I like it so much.
Okay.
Yes, I would do this if because some people, it's very hard to find certain jobs, like what you want to do. Sometimes you don't just take every role audition your agent offers, because you have to look at the part. And I would definitely want to do this for the rest of my life, because acting is something that would please me, and if I could do that and support myself financially, that would be like the greatest thing, because I would get paid to do what I love, But sometimes when you're out of a job, you gotta find something to do, keep up all your other skills and always try and get that job.
Thank you. What are the two most important pieces of advice you can give these young people in the audience right now?
I think keep up with school, so that if a job comes your way and you're offered something, you can take it without a doubt and be like, I'm doing great in school and I can easily take this job. And I think, if you like to act, take acting classes and just stay involved, and if you like to sing. And it pretty much goes same for everything. If you like math, do math. And yeah.
Thank you.
Well, the best advice I could give, two pieces of advice I could give was be yourself and follow your dreams. Because if you're yourself, then everyone will like you, because that's you. And follow your dreams, because if you don't work hard in life, you'll get nowhere.
Thank you.
Good advice I could give to you right now is to not be discouraged, because if this is something you want to do, it's not just gonna just happen just because you want to do it. You have to work hard, and there are people that that you work with that might push you, and you might find it annoying, and you might not want to work with them, but they're only doing it to make your performance and your character better. And that's about it.
All right, thank you. All right, now we're gonna sort of get philosophical here. What do you think about talent? Is it something you're born with, or something you cultivate, or a mixture of both? How have you handled this?
I think talent is a mixture of both. Cultivating it, like recognizing that you have talent that you were born with, I think that's pretty much, and then working with that talent is pretty important. So first recognize, oh, I have a talent, and then be like, I should go somewhere with this talent, and then if you practice that talent, you can always get better. Yeah, talent is definitely, if you're born with it, go with it. Like, you can't change that. So, and then how have I handled this? Talent in general.
What have you done with your talent?
Well, I've worked on doubt. I've found people that have been like, oh, you have a talent. And they've helped me with that. So that's kind of like that, born with it, and then cultivation. People recognizing you have a talent that you were born with.
Be better. So I think it's a mixture of both because basically if you have talent, go with it. But try to make it try to satisfy with it. Try to be like, this is really fun for you. Because if it's fun for you, then you should keep going.
Thank you.
I personally think that everybody eventually discovers a special skill that they have, and it's best if you find it yourself, because even if, there's some people who, right when they are born, they start either going to dance, and then they're really, really, really great dancers, and they're good, and they're great, because they've been doing it for so long, and that's, something that is because they have talent, or because they worked so hard that it looks like they were born naturally, but some aren't. Some just work their butts off. And talent doesn't necessarily have to be in acting. It can be any type of skill.
All right, thank you very much. Is your relationship with your parents affected by your being in show business? And how about your relationship with your siblings?
Well, I think that a parent, versus working child relationship is affected because I know while I was working on Doubt, I saw my mom, like 24/7. And then we get home at night and everyone would be asleep. We get up early in the morning and everyone would still be asleep. So I didn't really see my dad that much, and except for on the weekends when we didn't work. And with my sister, pretty much same thing. I didn't see her while I was working, but I did see my mom a lot.
Okay, and did your relationship stay nice with your mom?
Yeah, I think she learned a lot too. She's always saying, you know, I don't watch movies and stuff, but she really recognized she has an appreciation now, I think, for show business. Like, she'd always appreciated it, like, oh yeah, Matthew's in show business. But when she went and saw Doubt and understand all the aspects of it and how it takes a village to make a movie, I think she really, really did appreciate it, and she learned a lot too.
Thank you.
I feel like this is Jeopardy. Can you repeat the question?
Is your relationship with your parents or your siblings affected by being in show business?
Well, I don't have any siblings, but my parents, yeah, it was affected, but not in a negative way. We always used to go places like Greece for spring break, Vermont for summer. We always went places. Now we can't do that anymore, so I guess that's negative. But they didn't really push me into acting, and they let me go free and do what I wanted to do. So the relationship, I think, has like grown apart, but not in a bad way. Like they're giving me a little more freedom to do what I want, but they're still having me under their wing, and they're still like being my level again.
Okay.
Yeah, my relationship with